Building a better marketing system, strategic planning. This is Bruce May. I'm the founder of Bizperity and your instructor for this series. This course, Marketing Strategies, includes 3 micro courses: strategic planning, top 12 marketing channels, and our quick start marketing strategies. This micro course, strategic planning, includes the 6 micro lessons shown on the right: key business variables, marketing level strategy, channel level strategy, campaign level strategy, the future of AI in marketing, and the future agency model. This video covers our micro lesson, The Future of AI in Marketing. Be sure and download our ebook, Strategic Planning, a Marketing Planning Process, from our content library on bizperity.com. We covered the state of AI in marketing today in our video lesson, Working with AI, part of our micro course on managing the customer journey. You can review the details in that video. Throughout this series, we have illustrated best practices using AI, especially in Meta, which has one of the most advanced forms of AI in marketing today. In this video lesson, we'll look forward to the future of AI in marketing to see where this is all headed. The good news is that AI will continue to take on more automated tasks and provide greater levels of campaign optimization, simplifying the work required by small business owners, who can focus on setting up campaigns and perfecting their messaging and offers, and of course, building a better marketing system. The future of AI in marketing is the tale of 2 worlds. One world continues to add more automation in the marketing technology ecosystem, which we can call MarTech for short. This includes AI and ad platforms, CRMs, and many other tools like Google Analytics and tools you use to create content quickly and easily. The other world is a variation of the first, and it has the same basic technologies, but it has an increasingly complex MarTech ecosystem built on top of this first layer of technology. This is driven by a movement at the enterprise level to integrate the multiple tools and platforms available to businesses. This is happening in 2 ways. First, customer data platforms, CDPs, similar to the ones in a CRM, are being configured as a central solution to integrate data in many other platforms, including ad platforms, CRMs, Google Analytics, and many other independent tools. A composable customer data platform helps businesses bring together customer information from different systems in real time. Instead of copying all the data into one big database, it connects directly to the tools and platforms you already use. This means you can compose your own setup by choosing the best tools for storing, analyzing, and activating customer data. Audiences and campaigns can be created instantly using live data without having to wait for updates. These audiences can include both detailed customer information and broader signals like user behavior patterns. By connecting to existing systems instead of copying data, the CDP cuts down on redundancy and streamlines operations. Then it can activate audiences on the fly across multiple marketing platforms, all without forcing you to move or copy every piece of customer data. A composable CDP brings customer data together into one view, so you can launch campaigns instantly across different marketing channels. It lets you turn scattered data into real-time audiences. The second way that MarTech stack is changing is with the addition of LLMs, large language models, AIs like Copilot, and also AI agents, which can help manage and direct your campaigns that focus on more narrow and routine tasks. Here's an overview of the differences between an LLM and an AI agent. An LLM supports content creation, writing ad copy, blog posts, product descriptions, email campaigns, and social media captions. It provides customer insights, summarizing reviews, analyzing sentiments, and extracting trends from text data. It lets you engage in brainstorming and ideation, generating campaign ideas, slogans, or creative angles quickly. And it creates conversational interfaces, powering chatbots for customer support or lead generation. LLMs can also personalize ads, tailoring messaging for different customer segments based on tone, style, or demographics. AI agents can automate campaigns, launch ads, monitor performance, and adjust budgets in real time. They can create multi-step workflows, for example, researching competitors, drafting a campaign, scheduling posts, and tracking engagement, all without human intervention. They can integrate with other tools, connect to CRMs, email platforms, analytic dashboards, and e-commerce systems to take direct action. They can also provide continuous optimization, learning from customer behavior and automatically refining targeting, messaging, or the channel mix. Because LLMs and AI agents are between the two, you can see just how many tasks they can do. Large businesses with in-house marketing teams and digital agencies are already using these tools. The best practices for integrating LLMs and AI agents is still evolving, but digital agencies are quickly adapting, using AI technology to make significant gains in productivity. In addition to providing creative elements and helping with continuous improvements, LLMs can also talk to you in great detail about online technologies, including ad platforms and digital technologies, which makes it amazingly easy to learn how to use any new digital technology. If you're not using these techniques, I recommend highly that you start. If you don't know how to do something in Meta or LinkedIn or any platform, all you have to do is ask, and you'll get very specific advice that's easy to follow. If you don't understand an answer, just ask it to explain, and it will explain in more detail. If you don't understand where it is directing you in the navigation for a complex software solution, just tell it what you see on your screen, and it will figure out where you are, then provide specific directions to where you need to go. And I have to admit, sometimes I have to ask it multiple times and describe the screen until it figures it out, but it does figure it out. This information is priceless, and it has rendered much of the help directions provided by software applications useless. They never were very good at teaching you how to use a digital platform like Facebook or Google Ads. You always needed to take a course first. Today, courses can help bring you up to speed on a particular platform, but the combination of AI help built into a platform combined with an external LLM reduce or even eliminate the need to take courses. This is a larger theme that will impact how we learn in the future, relying less on formal courses and more on learning by doing. For example, Adobe Photoshop has built in instant animations of their tools that show you what they do and how to use them, rather than trying to explain how they work in words. You may be wondering, what is left for the human worker in this brave new world? Well, it's not as dystopian as you might suspect. It's important to remember that this is an evolving, dynamic world we're moving into. These changes don't happen all at once, but they will evolve rapidly, far faster than any technological revolution in the past. Let's walk through the phases of marketing from strategy through campaign creation, execution, oversight, optimization, and learning, comparing the role of human marketers, LLMs, and AI agents. In phase one, strategy and vision is human-led. The goal is to find the campaign's purpose, audience, and ethical boundaries. This phase is controlled almost exclusively by human marketers, at least for now. This includes setting up the campaign goal to boost sales by 20%, for example, to define the target audience by customer segment, choosing the content or story tone and emotion. Is it festive, warm, playful? Selecting channels such as Instagram, LinkedIn, emails, and blogs. Segmenting audience tiers based on your campaign goal and the conversion point in the customer journey. Marketing level strategy is still dominated by human creative and analytical thinking. LLMs can suggest ideas, but humans are in charge of driving the vision for what you want to achieve and how you're going to build a better marketing system. AI agents are not involved except to use an LLM as a backboard for exploring ideas. Phase 2, creative development. This one is LLM-led. The goal is to generate content variations tailored to audiences and channels. Human marketers provide the direction of the creative, but LLMs provide all the heavy lifting. The LLM can generate ad copy for each platform, draft email subject lines with A/B test variants, create blog content, suggest social captions with the tone matched to the channel, create landing page copy and call to action variants, personalize messaging by segment, such as VIP or first-time buyer. Human direction includes editing and improving copy, and in some cases, directing the LLM to produce better copy and creative to begin with. The human role is that of a creative director, but it may be supplemented with employees trained to work with an AI. Phase 3, execution and automation. This is AI agent-led. The goal is to deploy content, manage campaigns, and optimize performance. Execution is not managed almost exclusively by AI agents. Rather, it is, execution is managed almost exclusively by AI agents. This includes using AI agents to schedule social posts across platforms, launch paid ads with dynamic bidding, send segmented email campaigns, monitor performance, including click-through rates, conversions, and engagement, adjust budgets for targeting in real time, coordinate the workflows across CRM, ad platforms, and analytic tools, trigger follow-up actions based on user behavior, such as following customers through to the next conversion stage in the customer journey and the next campaign to set up that is set up to manage that point in the conversion customer journey. AI agents are rapidly being adopted by marketing teams working inside businesses and by digital agencies. Phase 4 is oversight and refinement. This one is also human-led. The goal is to ensure brand integrity, emotional resonance, and strategic pivots. This stage is controlled by human marketers, but they rely on reporting provided by AI agents. The data is collected and reported from multiple sources, including ad platforms, CRMs, and even composable customer data platforms. Human marketers will do all of the following: review AI-generated content for tone and cultural fit, approve final assets before publishing, interpret analytics with business context, identify strategic pivots, for example, expanding influencer partnerships, flag any ethical or reputational risks, and request new creative variants from an LLM if needed. Combined with the first phase, strategic planning, these two areas will remain in human control, but AI will continue to evolve, providing greater assistance along the way. Phase 5 is optimization, which is the collaboration stage. Refined campaign based on performance, data, and audience feedback is the goal. Optimization is the most collaborative stage of the marketing workflow, with all three categories of team members working together: human, LLMS, and AI agents. Humans can focus on campaign strategy and segmentation. LLMs can focus on improving creative elements, and AI agents can reallocate campaign budgets and adjust targeting based on insights derived by following individual prospects and customers. In this case, greater insights can be obtained from a composable customer data platform. LLMs generate the fresh creative based on analytics. AI agents reallocate budget and adjust targeting. Humans refine strategy and approve the next wave of campaign activity, which is especially valuable for long-term campaigns that rely on continuous performance improvement. Update segmentation based on engagement. This could be done by AI agents or agents working with information provided by an LLM, or even directed by humans based on unique insights. And they refresh visuals and messaging for mid-campaign lift. This could also be done by LLMs alone or a bit directed by human marketers acting in the role of a creative director. Small business owners working without a marketing team can take on the role of a creative director using LLMs and AI agents to do a lot of the detailed work of creating and managing campaigns. As small business owners become more savvy about essential marketing practices and the tools and techniques that expand their capacity to engage in their own marketing, we'll see an increase in business growth and productivity, which will grow a more resilient small business class of owners and entrepreneurs. Taking this series on building a better marketing system is a first step in that direction. I know all this may seem a bit overwhelming to you if you're a small business owner, but you're going to see these tools integrated into the platforms you're already using, and you're going to be surprised at how easy it is to use them. I recommend you start with an LLM with the guidelines that I've given you. I use Copilot on a daily basis. At this point, I don't think I could live without it. Phase 6 is learning and integration. The goal is to capture actionable insights and use these to inform ideation for future campaigns. This phase is dominated by human marketers, again, that capture insights based on campaign performance, but LLMs enhance the learning phase by offering ideas and testing out human ideas. This is the highest level of collaboration between machine intelligence and AI. It is most effective when human marketers explore their own assumptions with an LLM and challenge the assumptions made by the LLM. AI can afford a broad range of ideas based on the enormous database of information it has on marketing best practices and human behavior. But human intuition combined with emotional intelligence and cultural knowledge provide the final test of sound reasoning. Learning how to engage LLMs in these conversations is the most valuable skill there is for humans in the AI human workforce. This includes having LLMs generate strategic ideas based on insights from the current campaign cycles. AI agents are not involved in this process. Humans can develop new strategies based on their own thinking and on collaborative conversations with LLMs. I talk to Copilot all the time. Together, humans and LLMs can identify new marketing challenges and goals, and LLMs can help document learnings for future campaigns. A useful task if you're building a marketing system using the Bizperity marketing criteria, which we will describe in our final course in this series. Marketing has always been on the leading edge of computer automation, with advances by major corporations providing services like Google, Meta, and Salesforce, among many others. So it should come as no surprise that these same companies are leading the way, providing integrated AI services with some of the most advanced AI platforms in the world. Add Microsoft AIX, delivering the most advanced LLMs like Copilot, and you can see why marketing professionals are building the business models of the future. LLMs like Copilot are integrating with Zendesk, ServiceNow, and Microsoft Dynamics, which is their enterprise CRM. What's even more interesting is that LLMs like Copilot can add another layer of strategic planning on top of this bundle of technology, orchestrating activities across multiple platforms, integrating campaigns more effectively across the customer journey, and providing strategic insights that improve not only campaign performance, but even your strategic planning itself. Small and mid-sized businesses can use some of these tools themselves, but they also have a whole new way to access these technologies without having to buy them or learn how to use them. Digital agencies can access these tools, giving small businesses indirect access to these advanced technologies, using a MarTech as a service business model that offers their tiered pricing depending on the business client's needs. This means that digital agencies can provide an even greater level of service for their small business clients at an affordable price. Look for these integrated marketing technologies when working with a digital agency and ask them to explain how they're using them and what they do for your campaign strategies and campaign performance. As AI takes over repetitive and data-heavy tasks, human marketers will increasingly act as curators, selecting the best AI outputs, conductors, orchestrating agents and tools, storytellers, crafting narratives that AI can't fully invent on their own, and guardians, ensuring brand trust and ethical marketing. If you're struggling to see how you should approach the challenge of choosing what your marketing technology should look like, we can simplify this for you. So let's walk through this together. For small businesses that can't afford to work with an agency and have limited budgets for media buys, we recommend you use either Facebook or LinkedIn, depending on your market, and run your own campaigns. Start boosting your posts. This is quick and easy to do, and you'll become familiar with the ad manager, which is where Meta reports the metrics for your performance. You set up your own business listings in Google Business and other local directories. Use MailChimp or Zoho for your CRM. MailChimp is especially easy to use. I like it best for anyone new to working with a CRM. And use Google Analytics to enhance your reporting on web traffic and other online actions. Ask a local web developer to help install the Google tag along with LinkedIn Insight tag and or the Facebook Meta Pixel if you need to. You can use a simple web builder like GoDaddy or Wix to build your own website. Wix is more complicated because it has lots of extra features and can integrate with many other apps. Some are free, but some require either a one-time fee or a monthly fee. So be careful about adding apps that you may not need. Use a local web developer if you have more complex needs, or just ask them to set up Metapixel, Google Tag, or the LinkedIn Insight tag for you. You want to use a Google tag so you can use Google Analytics, which provides metrics on your web traffic and online campaigns. Use your phone to capture photos and add videos. Use simple video editing tools like Adobe Photoshop Elements. That's not Adobe Photoshop, that's a simpler version. For pictures and Adobe Premiere Elements, again, that's not Adobe Premiere, it's a simpler version. One-time price for each of these, it's very affordable. That's for editing video. You can also use other free editing tools, some of which are integrated with other tools you might purchase. And you can download some very simple video editors that are free. You can collect marketing and online dashboards in your CRM and online ad networks, and buy low-cost royalty-free pictures and videos from sources like FreePic. If you can grow your revenue so you can invest $800 to $1,000 per month, begin using agency services to make your media buys and set up your campaigns. For medium-sized businesses that can afford to work with an agency, we recommend you use either Facebook or LinkedIn, depending on your marketing, and run your own campaigns. Follow your agency recommendations on which marketing channels to use. Test as many as you can afford to use, and spread this across multiple years if necessary. You can pay digital agencies to set up and manage your business listings and provide reputation management services. Again, follow your agency advice on what CRM to use unless you're already using one that you really like. They may recommend you use a different one, and I recommend you do follow their advice. Let them set up Google Analytics and manage your Google ad buys. Let them set up or rebuild your website in WordPress or another tool if they recommend one. Ask for the domain to remain in your name or set it up in GoDaddy. This maintains control to your web domain if you decide to go with another web developer. Don't make the mistake of losing control of your domain. Have them set up the Metapixel, the Google tag, the LinkedIn tag, and then also they can do that in WordPress. Continue to use your phone to capture photos and videos, and use simple video editing tools like Adobe Photoshop Elements, just as we said before, and Adobe Premiere Elements. You can collaborate with your agency to co-create content. Let your agency design a content marketing strategy and explain how they can support it and what they need from you. Let your agency collect metrics in online dashboards and in your CRM and in online networks. And let your agency buy or guide you in buying low-cost royalty-free pictures and videos from their sources like FreePic or other sources. If your agency has enhanced data services using composable customer data platforms or uses an LLM like Copilot, ask them to explain how that works and how it will enhance the quality of their services. It should be enlightening for you to learn about that. We're showing you here the enterprise recommendations only for comparison. Because we work only with small and medium-sized businesses, we don't go into detail in this series about enterprise marketing practices. That would take us literally hundreds of videos to cover, and it would be obsolete by the time we published it. As you can see, they use the same social media and Google Ads, but their CRMs are either Microsoft Dynamics, Salesforce, or something more complex and connected to an enterprise resource planning system called an ERP, which covers the financial and operational aspects of enterprise business. They also have a full MarTech stack, which can include dozens or even hundreds of different platforms. Their websites are typically built from scratch and may have complex custom programming. They work with agencies that specialize in enterprise photography and video production, which you can see on display on national television commercials and in print ads. Reporting is detailed, assembled from multiple sources, and agencies that they work with may purchase royalty-free images and videos, but they buy the best available or create it themselves. I hope this gives you some idea of the kinds of tools and platforms you should be thinking about using. We've covered many of the simple solutions and even some of the big online ad platforms in detail throughout the series. It may feel intimidating to work with digital tools and platforms if you're using them for the first time. But one of the main purposes of this series is to introduce you to these tools and their best practices to help you use them to grow your own business, no matter how small. As AI continues to enhance even the simplest CRMs and continues to improve online ad platforms, the job of designing campaigns and creating a marketing system will only become easier to manage, driving bottom line growth and become increasingly affordable either directly or through managed services provided by a digital agency. If you're building your own campaigns, remember, you build a marketing system, one campaign at a time. That completes this micro lesson, The Future of AI in Marketing. Be sure and download our ebook, Strategic Planning, a Marketing System, Planning Process in our content library on bizperity.com. That completes this microcourse, Strategic Planning. Next time we'll cover the top 12 marketing channels. We actually have an extra video that we've added into the series that comes before that, and that comes next. You'll see it following this video. It covers the future agency model. Thank you for joining us.